Everyone who competes in the games goes into strict training. They do it to get a crown. That will not last. But we do it to get a crown that will last forever. 1 Corinthians 9:25.
Welcome to xGameZones, hub to latest popular games, reviews, preview and news. Ark Genesis Season Pass Part 1 is a new direction for Ark Survival Evolved, a popular survival game, developed by Studio Wildcard. This DLC introduces a new map split into 5 different smaller biomes. The big change though is the introduction of missions to Ark via your new companion HLN-A, and it seems to have split the community. First, the new biomes look great. The Ark Genesis map includes bog, Arctic, lunar, ocean and volcanic biomes. When first creating your survivor, you pick which biome to spawn in and they all look spectacular. The bog is listed as easy, and that is a lie. It is only easy because you don't have to deal with environmental effects and some of the most hostile dinosaurs are not on it. There are still lots of things to kill you though, and the insect swarms are annoying until you can make some repellent. When I first spawned into the Genesis simulation, I gazed around in wonder at the flora and fauna for a whole 15 seconds before I was eaten. Round 2 took 10 seconds. Please subscribe in our YouTube channel and follow and like us on Facebook #xGameZones. Visit our site at www.xgamezones.com for more gaming review. Once you do get a decent random spawn point, it is your typically starting Ark experience. Gather resources and build a shelter. Continue progressing in this fashion to slowly build up your strength and explore the map. This is where things get a bit different as you gradually explore outward and tame dinosaurs. Along the way you'll begin to find some of the new content that includes glitches and missions. One thing I will say is that Genesis doesn't have the same grand feeling of exploration that earlier maps had. The island, for example, felt immense when first exploring it. The different areas feel more compact dense. You can see this when it comes to how closely packed the dinosaurs are in certain areas as you try to explore. It didn't take much for me to run from one hungry creature right into 2 or 3 more. To help you along, HLN-A is your new companion and she is great. If you find her floating around you all the time to be annoying though, you can open the radial menu and have HLN-A only appear when she has something to say or you need to access the shop. There are also options for her to display the areas where the new missions are located. This will appear visually as large pinkish boxes when exploring the map. The voice acting is top-notch and she seems to have a comment or interesting bits of information every time you close a glitch. Hexagons are the new currency you can acquire by saying hello to HLN-A every so often, closing glitches on the map, and completing missions. You can then speak to HLN-A to open the in-game shop and spend hexagons on resources you may be short of or on locked boxes of gear. Don't worry, it is not a cash shop, just an in-game currency you collect. I found this to be a great addition to the game as I could pick up resources that I was having trouble finding to help make the one piece of gear or crafting station that helped with my progression. The new missions are for the most part a great addition to Ark. They play well except for the races, which at times can be a pain to complete. If you are a purist though who only wants Ark to be a sandbox-style game where you create your fun, then this new feature will likely not be for you, as it is a more guided experience. I enjoy more PvE content in my games and mostly play on private servers, so it ended up being a great new experience for me. When it comes to Ark specifically, I have 540 hours played at this point, all on PvE servers. Unfortunately, Ark still has bugs that have existed for quite some time, and with the release of Genesis, some are still appearing on the new map. While I have noticed that performance seems improved somewhat, issues with teleporting between biomes, dinosaurs getting stuck at time, and your pets occasionally vanishing only to reappear a short time late at a random distance away from your location or around a corner break up the gameplay. I would have also really liked to see an update to the survivor models. They are awful. The Ark Genesis Part 1 DLC is a good addition to the game if you are looking for more PvE content and something new different to try. On the other hand, if you are looking for another large map and or a pure Ark Survival Evolved experience, then you may want to wait for Part 2 of the DLC that releases later this year to see what the developers have in store. Overall, I have enjoyed my time with this DLC. However, I would not recommend it for players new to Ark unless you are familiar with other survival games and enjoy them. Even the easy area can be pretty rough in comparison to other maps. The biomes of the new map all look great, but old bugs are still an issue and your character model is still pretty horrible. The developers have done a good job implementing missions, the new in-game currency, and HLN-A. If you have any comments or suggestion, feel free to comment below. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe in our YouTube channel and follow and like us on Facebook #xGameZones. For more gaming review, visit our site at www.xgamezones.com. Don't forget to click the notification bell.
How does coronavirus spread? Coronavirus most commonly spreads from an infected person to others through 1. The air, by coughing or sneezing. 2. Touching a contaminated surface or object and then touching your mouth, nose or eyes. 3. Close personal contact, such as touching or shaking hands. 4. Rarely, fecal contamination. What are signs and symptoms of coronavirus? 1. Fever. 2. Sore throat. 3. Difficulty breathing. 4. Dry cough. How can I protect myself? 1. Wash your hands thoroughly and often with soap and water at least 20 seconds. 2. Avoid touching your eyes, nose or mouth with unwashed hands. 3. Avoid close contact with people who are sick.